Hello, and welcome to another Raw review. Raw, October 18th, 2021. Let's see if this is as bad as the SmackDown I just watched today. Charlotte Flair opens the show. I mean, cool, I guess. Well, at least I know she's a heel, unlike other people. And also, why is someone not on Raw competing for the Raw Women's Championship? And it keeps going on as Bianca Belair interrupts, this opening segment. And is this how she cuts a promo? Because I'm not impressed. I'm annoyed. Also, are all the champions supposed to be heels now? Because whose ID was that? And is Bianca Belair supposed to be a Southern black girl? Because that's kind of stereotypical. I mean, yes, she's from Knoxville, but easy there. And are they going to unify the titles? Because that's what I was worried was going to happen. Bianca Belair was announced to be competing for both the Raw and SmackDown Women's titles. This opening segment is followed by a quick recap, and a quick recap is good. Woods' promo is excellent, but Kofi chimes in too, and he's also excellent. They make a really good sports reference. At least Woods has a better story going into this King of the Ring tournament. And it's nice to see that Jinder Mahal is still there. This is followed by a Seth Rollins video package, because you don't want to go to the match, you just sit up. They do this a lot. Jinder Mahal versus Xavier Woods. Great reversals. Well paced, and well executed. Not long, but still pretty good. I give it about a 7 out of 10. It's above average. It's good. And at least SmackDown and Raw make an attempt to build up the King of the Ring, I guess. And this is followed by another short but to the point recap. Keep those coming. Now we get an R-Truth segment. R-Truth is a gem, man. Just a gem. Austin Theory is a weird name, but alright, I'll go with it. And they do this another recap, I think. Goldberg's cutting a decent promo, so is Bobby Lashley, so that's good to hear and see. Then we have a setup for Jeff Hardy versus this Austin Theory guy. And Jeff's still going, huh? That's both cool and worrying. Solid for now, and then over! That was pretty quick. Above average at best, really. No, not really. It's average. And they make this influencer joke, the social media influencers, it's like, oh, wow. Just, wow. 5 out of 10. This is followed by a recap. And in this recap, I discovered a simple fact. Nobody throws wrestling punches anymore. They throw stupidity. And then we get a backstage promo segment thingy. It's just the right amount of attitude and personality, and I like it. And more talking just before a match. You gotta love authority figures. And Charlotte starts channeling a bit of Sami Zayn. Yes, I was still watching at that point. Big E and Drew McIntyre versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. I don't know when Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler formed a team, but okay. And why are Big E and Drew McIntyre teaming when they already played off the whole can the champion and the challenger coexist trope? It's nice to see powerhouses being powerhouses. That's always good. Keep it up. And are Dolph and Roode really called the Dirty Dogs, or am I mishearing that? Taking some bumps there in this match, guys. That's real cool to see. Wow, heels being dirty in matches, and heels being cocky. Keep up the good work. I like to know what a heel is, and who they are. There was a weird spot in this match that totally made me laugh. It was refreshing, really. And I swear I heard the commentator make a Mega Powers reference, and just, wow. And now we move on to a big question I want to ask. Why are the Street Profits on Raw? But the good news is at least they're talking up the pay-per-view. I love when wrestlers do that, like actually talk it up and hype it up, you know. Don't leave it to just the commentators to have to do it all. Let's see. AJ Styles is doing better in promos, and he does a nice little bit of heel work. Next, we have Mansoor versus Cedric Alexander. Kevin Owens video package here, though. And where's the match you just set up? Again. Then we get another recap, which is way too long. Strong start for the match. It works well after those videos. That was a bit quick, though, this match was. I gave it a 5 out of 10, too. Actually, yeah. Mansoor's mic skills are pretty good, actually. There's some actual emotions and expression there. I was shocked. Next, we have an announcement for a no-holds-barred interview between Goldberg and Bobby Lashley. What does that even mean? I don't know, and I just watched the dang thing. Apparently there's going to be a Top Chef family special thing or something like that some WWE stars are going to be guest appearing in, and that's nice to see. Get out there, guys. Promote the brand. This no-hold-barred interview is long, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. We get another recap following that. Once again, it's short and to the point. Keep it up. Next, we have a promo, a backstage segment of RK Bro. And I hate that name. I feel for Randy having to work with this pothead. Randy's the only thing that makes it bearable. Moving on. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle versus the Street Profits. There's this point where Randy points at one of the Street Profits guys and with raised eyes, bows, and smile on his face, nodding like, "Oh, that was a cool move. That's nice athleticism there, kid." And that was just golden for me. Also, kicked the air recently, Riddle. Some nice roll-ups tonight. Replays were weird to me for some reason. They did a few. Nice counters, though, in this. Finishers don't finish. At least I thought that one thing the Street Profits did was a finisher, but maybe I'm wrong. RKO's the best finisher, without a doubt, though. No finish, and I was really enjoying this. Replay after the match just went way too long. I mean, seriously. Overall, I'd give the actual match itself a 7 out of 10. Then we get a Becky Lynch video package, because we haven't had enough of those yet. And oh my god, the Queen's Crown Tournament. I forgot that was even taking place at this point in time. Next we have Shayna Baszler versus Doudrop, whatever that means. Actually, first we have to be interrupted to make sure you know about Stephanie McMahon's social media accounts, because that's what I care about. Doudrop promo. Oh no, Shayna Baszler's a bully. I hate that promo cliche. You're a bad guy. You're a bully. Grow up. Why is Selena Vega here, by the way? Why are there separate brands if people can just show up on the brand they're not a part of? Is this like, are the separate brands thing just not a thing anymore? And then finally the match starts. Still over half an hour left in the show. And don't worry, what was that I just said? Yeah, don't worry, because this match is pointless. It's over in like 2 minutes. And most of it was dedicated to a wrestler from the other brand. SmackDown. Ugh. Some more promo stuff with Bianca Belair in it. The only problem is that the person cutting a promo it does way better than she does. Next we have Finn Balor versus Mace. I'm not exactly sure who or what Mace is supposed to be, but I know who Finn Balor is at least. I could have sworn I saw Finn actually selling in this match, and that was just shocking. Normally the length of a match doesn't mean much to me as long as it tells a story. But at this point, it's getting ridiculous. The Shayna Baszler and Doudrop match was worthless and shouldn't even been on the card. It got a 1 out of 10 for me, and so does this one. That's twice in a row they did this. Also, there's a segment with the Viking Raiders that I don't know what was happening there, but I laughed anyway. And now we have Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair. Can Bianca win? But first, did you know Crown Jewel is an event? It's a pay-per-view. Did you know there will be matches there? Did you know we can watch it on Peacock? Does that sound annoying to you? Good, because it annoyed the hell out of me. Also, this whole Bianca Belair thing where it's EST somehow associated with her, and I have no idea what that means. And they never bother explaining it. That copycat start where they're just copying each other's moves was unexpected, but I liked it. Also, did Charlotte injure her mouth in this match? Because there's this red stuff that just starts coming out of her mouth and coating her face and her teeth. It's like, is that actual blood? Or, like, what was going on there? Also, kick the air much, Charlotte. Oh, don't worry. I think that was mostly Bianca's fault. And false finish city, much. Pinfalls are so overused these days, I don't take them seriously unless it's already been 20 minutes of match. DQ finish, really? So that whole entire match meant nothing? The whole story throughout it of Charlotte being like, there's a conspiracy against me. And I can't believe you're making me defend my title. And all this crap. Because of that DQ ending, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Now, on to the actual rating for the show. I've got to say this. It is just slightly better than the SmackDown I just watched. It gets a 6 out of 10 from me. So that's my review of Raw, October 18th, 2021. Thanks for watching this. When you do, subscribe if you want. Don't forget to give yourselves a big thumbs up. Goodbye, everybody.